And welcome everyone to the Triton Center tonight, the Trojans and the Tritons, game 2. In just under a week, these two teams played each other last week Friday. Tritons won that one, looking to go for the season sweep over their rivals from Green Bay Southwest. Hi everybody, I'm Dominic D'Angelo along with you this evening. We're about 2 minutes away from starting lineups and national anthem. For the Tritons coming into this game, 7-12 on the season. They've won 2 straight, 2 quality wins at Southwest, like I said, last week Friday. And they picked up a big win on the road at Manitowoc Lincoln on Tuesday. They won that one by 3. For the Trojans, some struggles this year, only 1 win compared to 20 losses, still yet to win a conference game. Tritons looking to go for the season sweep. We'll have more in just a moment. Glad you're with us tonight on the Triton Sports Network. 90 seconds away from tip. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to the Triton Center, where starting lineups are just underway, being introduced over the PA system. We'll get them to you. First for the Trojans, who, as I mentioned, come in 1-20 on the year. They go with the senior Keenan Cruz, a junior Desmond Stokes, Curtis Danforth, Jared Guntier, and James Smith Jr. For the Tritons this evening, the usual suspects of Aaron Hayroth, Drew Sajinski, Jack Warden, Adam Guyette, and Andrew Rader, who had a big-time game in that win on Tuesday. Rader finished with 23 points. He's really come on as of late. He's been that post presence both offensively and defensively the Tritons have needed as they try to make a push to get into the postseason. So we are in mid-February. The month of March is just around the corner. Tritons looking to make another march into March after a sectional loss last year, looking to get back there and possibly further with this younger crew. Fresh 18 minutes on the clock. Second time this year, second time they've done it in a manner of 6 days. Tritons and Trojans set to go. Stokes and Rader will be at center circle to jump things up. It is controlled by the Tritons. We are underway. Here's Sajinski, who had 11 points in that game they played on Friday last week. Now, Adam Guyette's got it, looking to go inside to Rader. Little jump hook is good for the first bucket of the game. Getting into James Smith Jr., the 6'4" senior who had 20 points in that loss on Friday. Really the only one who could get any sort of offense going for the Trojans. Stuck here, gets it to Cruz, kicks it back up top. Over to the hands of Danforth. It's been their second leading scorer on the year at about 10 points a game. Smith seeing two, kicks it in the corner to Cruz. Underneath they go to Stokes. It's knocked away. Here comes Guyette in transition. Tritons will slow things up. And now run some offense. Here's Sajinski up top, who's been playing much better as of late. Started the season off slow. He's coming to his own last couple of weeks. Inside Rader facing two. Cross court skip. Sajinski fakes. Drives, lost it on his way up. Ball is loose, taken by Guntier. There's Cruz in the corner, watched by Hayroth. Danforth watched by Sajinski. Here's Smith. Jack Warden gets the first crack at him. Over to Danforth as we're about 2.5 minutes played early in this one. That three-pointer falls from Smith. James Smith averaging about 12 points a game, knocks down his first three. And the Trojans take a 1-point lead. Guyette off a curl, slips. Sajinski picks it up into Rader. And this is the match that they want to take advantage of. They have twice so far. So Rader's got the first 4 points to begin the evening for Notre Dame. We're 2 games under 500 in conference play. The Tritons are 7-12 overall on the season. Lots of close ones, have a couple tough finishes. Had a couple tough wins as well, including that one on Tuesday, a 3-point victory. That jumper from Danforth is strong. Here comes Guyette in transition once again. No one picks him up. He'll pop for 3 and knock it down. There's a guy who's really found his shooting stroke. Struggled a little bit on Tuesday, only 5 points, but Last couple of weeks, he's really been shooting it well and shooting it well from distance. Here's Smith. Over to Stokes. He'll tee it up for three. Got it. Guyette drives a closeout, kicks it. Sijinski, his three-pointer is short. Rebound taken by Danforth. Stokes just made a three-pointer a moment ago over to Smith. Smith, tough two, strong. Knocked away, picked up by Guntier. Here's Danforth driving, had it taken away by Warden. Good defense, he's got Guyette in front of him, throws a bounce pass, good catch. Left it short, couldn't get it high enough on the rim in transition. Trojans come the other way. Here's Guntier, watched by Guyette. Facing two, here's Smith. Tries a deep three. They're gonna say that went over the top of the backboard, so out of bounds. Couple substitutions for the Tritons. Braden Davis, the senior, and Austin Hendricks, the 6'1" freshman who's been a nice spark to this team throughout the season. It's one of those guys that can imagine is gonna be here for a while. And he's going to be involved in some big minutes and some big games. Pass over the top to Rader, hit the backboard. Davis, right place, right time, finishes. Now Davis getting right up into Danforth. Thinking his presence felt early on. Cruz, corner. Guntier, pull up, short. Here's Guyette in transition. Guntier tried to take a charge. Rader trying to clean things up. Couldn't get it twice. Comes out to Smith. Underneath Cruz, kicks it out. Guntier's corner pop. Looked like he tried to draw a foul there, no call. As Davis has it in the corner. Guyette. Second three-pointer of the night is pure. He's 2 for 2 from downtown. And they've doubled him up. It's 12-6. Guyette's up to 6 points. He's already surpassed his game total from the last game. Three-pointer from Stokes is good. So they trade three-pointers coming the other way. So we're now at 11 minutes to go in the first half. Still no stoppages in play. It's been a quick one, already 7 minutes in. Davis, underneath to Hendricks. Goes back to his right, had it blocked by Smith. Stay on this end for the Tritons. Mason Hermes is gonna come in for Southwest, number 15. Hiroth left alone in the corner. He knocks down a three. So they've come out shooting early. Nice drive inside from Danforth. Got to his strong hand and finished. And a timeout taken by Coach Babinski with the score reading 15-11 in favor of the home team. We'll take a quick break and be right back right after this. You're watching Notre Dame Basketball on the Triton Sports Network here on YouTube. Back from timeout, 4-point lead early on for the Tritons. Couple three-pointers, 2 from Guyette, 1 from Highroth. But the Trojans not to go lightly. Desmond Stokes has knocked down a pair of triples, as well as James Smith to keep things close. Highroth in the corner to Hendricks. Smith on him, he pokes it away. So Smith comes up with a steal. Here come the Trojans the other way. Trying to cut this lead down to 2, possibly 1. Davis gets on the floor and tips it. Go in the backcourt to get it. Here comes Danforth. Cruz underneath to Hermes. Back to Cruz. Kicks it. Smith. Hendricks is on him now. Danforth goes into Raider. Wild shot, missed it. Trojans wanted a foul, no call. Here's Highroth. Jab step over to Hendricks. Back to Guyette. In the post, Raider, quick dribble. Couldn't finish it, fighting for his own board. It's on the end line. They're going to say it was touched by the Trojans. Some more substitutions. Sajinski and Warden return.
Also number 14, A.J. Hendricks.
And number 14, A.J. Hendricks, brother of Austin, will come in. A.J., another one who's provided a nice spark. 2 Hendricks players for this Tritons team are going to be here for a while. One can assume that. Here's A.J. in the corner to Warden. Davis back to A.J. Hendricks for 3. So another three-pointer. They are knocking them down with consistency to begin. As we come up on 8.5 minutes to go, it's 18-11. Ball knocked out of bounds by Warden. It'll stay with Southwest.
Checking in for Southwest, number 21, Jared Gunter.
Jared Gunter checks back in. Cruz has got to get it in. Ball tipped, taken by Danforth. Davis is on him. Steps through traffic. That shot will not count. It'll be on the ground. That foul is going to go against.
Correction, number 12 for Notre Dame.
So there's not a number 12 on the floor, so they're having a discussion who this foul is going to be on here. It's going to go against Braden Davis.
Foul Notre Dame number 4, Braden Davis, his first, team's first.
That's the first team foul on the Tritons' first foul in this game. It's been a clean game so far. Cruz's floater is strong. Hendricks, back to Hendricks at the top, splits through, shot no good. Danforth with a board. Inside they go to Smith. One dribble, bank shot, missed it. Rebound to A.J. Hendricks. Hendricks, he's made one from that spot. He knocks another one down. So that three-point shooting stroke was in the water or something pregame. So they are hitting them. Lead up to 10. 7.5 minutes to go. Gunter, watched by Warden, looking for some help, gets it back to Cruz. Cruz drives and is fouled. The foul's going to go against Sajinski. That'll be his first.
His first.
That's going to send Curtis Danforth to the free throw line.
Keenan Cruz on the line, shooting 2.
Or my mistake, Keenan Cruz will be on the foul line. Cruz averaging about 7 a game. Knocks down the first free throw.
Desmond Stokes for Southwest.
As Desmond Stokes returns for the Trojans. Cruz about a 56% foul shooter. Knocks down a pair. Hendricks underneath to Sajinski. Up top, Davis. And they're going to call a travel. Hendricks took too many steps before he took a dribble.
Checking in for that Raider 30.
As Adam Guyette will come in. Here's Danforth. Stokes had it knocked away. It's back up in the hands of Danforth. Hermes looking for an option. Some pesky Triton defense on the perimeter. Not much open inside. Cruz threads the needle. Inside they go. Nicely knocked away from Stokes by Warden. As Guyette spots up. That one's short. And they're going to call a travel there on Mason Hermes, who took too many steps trying to hold on to the ball. And Andrew Rader will come in at the 6:06 mark, as well as Aaron Highroth. Sajinski looking for an option, gets it into Guyette. Inside they go, that pass too tall for Rader, but he was pushed. Goes against Stokes. That's his first. That's also the first team foul. That one knocked away nicely by Cruz. He's able to keep it in bounds, force a turnover. Here's Danforth. Pull up, that's a tough shot. Left it short, Rader with the rebound. Guyette kicks it out. Highroth tries a three. Got it again.
3-point field goal, Aaron Highroth.
His second three-pointer of the game, lead back up to 11. Cruz trying to answer, and he does. So once again, we trade three-pointers going each way. Rader kicks it. Back into him. Goes up with it, banks it in off the glass. Cruz off a curl, bounce pass, threw it too low. Hendricks wrestling for it, as well as Stokes, and a timeout will be called by Southwest. That nearly ended in a turnover. 4:41 to go, first half. 10-point Triton lead. We'll be back right after this. Back from timeout, 10-point Triton lead. with 4:41 to go in the first half. Scoring has at times been inconsistent, but when they've gotten shots up, mainly from the three-point line, they've knocked them down. Both sides have. It's been a well-played game, very few fouls, been a well-called game by the officials. They're letting them play. And as I say that, there's a foul there, a little over-aggressiveness from Hendricks.
Foul number 14, AJ Hendricks. His first, team's third.
It's only the first foul on Hendricks' third team foul. As Cruz gets it in calmly to Stokes, over to Gunter. Danforth, a pull-up. Missed it, rebound Raider. Here's the captain, and he was fouled. That'll go against Gunter.
Trojans foul number 21, Jared Gunter. His first, team's second.
Hayek's got to get it into Highroth. He does. The captain driving it, baseline, goes reverse and finishes. Ethan LeCaptain, fresh off the bench, gets a quick 2. As Smith gets across half court. Here's Danforth looking for some room. Gets it to Cruz. Smith, some good ball pressure put on from Hendricks. Danforth and Stokes playing catch near the top of the key. So we're at the 3-minute mark. Stokes trying to make his move, nothing there. Danforth on a back cut, kicks it in the corner. That three-pointer's up, no good from Gunter. That one thrown a little bit behind Guyette, tried to save it, it throws it away. Here's Smith. Drives on Hendricks. Pulls up and knocks it down. And a timeout taken by Coach Bobinski, who is fired up. His lead is cut to 10 with 2:19 to go. So an interesting spot here for both these teams. Both play games tomorrow. Trojans will be at Preble. Tritons will be right back here at the Triton Center hosting the Ashwaubenon Jaguars. And a rematch of last year's regional final. Obviously, no love lost between those two teams over the past year. Played each other in football this year in the postseason. Notre Dame won that one handily. But the big one that people are looking forward to is the one tomorrow night. So that one will be tomorrow night. There's a doubleheader with the girls, so the girls will play first. Those interested in that one, that'll be on W7 Productions tomorrow night, around 6:30, give or take. And the boys will start after that right back here on the Triton Sports Network. Raider kicks it. LeCaptain tries a 3. Offensive rebound chance for Hendricks. Came flying in. Trojans come the other way. Danforth inside. Raider may have gotten away with a push right there. As Guyette spins. Hendricks on the baseline. Threw it away again. Here comes Cruz. Euro step into LeCaptain. Went straight up. Excellent defense in transition. 90 seconds to go first half. Sajinski kicks it. Hendricks stops and got tackled by Cruz. And I think they just called a travel. Wow. That is what the call is. Holy cow. So the Tritons turn it over. Here's Smith. Hops through two, shot blocked by Raider. Guyette drives on the baseline, stops. Now goes to his post-up game. His do-it-yourself kick counted and the foul. Chance for three the tough way. That one goes against Stokes. That's his second and the third team foul. And Jack Warden will come back in for Notre Dame for the final minute. And Darren Dennis will come in for the Trojans for the final 60 seconds. Guyette at the foul line. This has been the Achilles heel on what has otherwise been an outstanding junior season. That one's perfect. There's some half-court pressure. Danforth has to get it to his teammate Gunter. Over to Smith. The captain comes up with a steal. Now it's knocked away, but a foul first. That'll be the first foul against Smith, who's at 5 points so far this first half. Lead is at 13. Sajinski got an open lane, shot blocked by Cruz. 2-on-2 break the other way. And a foul as Gunter was driving. That'll go against LeCaptain. That's the first foul on LeCaptain, fourth team foul. So fouls have picked up late in the half. Gunter's first free throw is good. Gunter only at about 2 points a game, 46% free throw shooter. Those two are perfect. Now the Trojans coming with some half-court pressure. Ball is tipped, stolen by Cruz. Gunter for three. Bit strong, Hendricks with the rebound. We're now at 30 seconds, and Guyette will slow things up against Smith. Guyette milking this clock. We're down to 10 seconds. Here comes the screen. Drives. Underneath the captain, threw it out of bounds. They tried to hit the back cut. Maybe waited a little too long to go. So 2.6 seconds and now a timeout taken by the Trojans.
This will be a 30-second timeout.
Only 30 seconds, 2.6 left on the clock, 11-point lead for the Trojans. It's going to take a moment to give a shout out to my buddy Mitchell Koenig, who's up here with me. He's the one in charge of the scorekeeping tonight. He's doing a great job for us, and we appreciate his efforts as he's been a late addition to the crew, but we're happy to have him and all that he does. So the final 2 seconds. It'll be Southwest ball on the baseline. Danforth, the one to trigger it, throws a long pass, tipped out of bounds. It's going to be Notre Dame ball with 1.2 seconds. So Warden will be the inbounder. He'll throw a pass to LeCaptain, tips it, fires, got it up. Just short off the front rim, and that's how the first half comes to an end. 31-20 is the score. We'll take a break for halftime. Come back for the start of the second half. Right after this, you're watching Notre Dame basketball on the Triton Sports Network here on YouTube. Back here, halftime at the Triton Center, about 3.5 minutes away from the start of the second half. 31-20 is the score, very similar to how this game was played about a week ago. 10-11 points at halftime. Tritons holding the lead. They're led in scoring by Adam Guyette, who's got 9 first-half points on a pair of three-pointers and then an old-fashioned three-point play to give the Tritons the 11-point advantage for Southwest. They are led in scoring by Desmond Stokes, who's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in his own right. Very balanced scoring for the Trojans. As I look up at the stats monitor, Keenan Cruz has got 5, as well as James Smith. All 5 starters have scored for the Trojans. For the Tritons, Jack Warden and Drew Sajinski still looking for their first bucket. About 2.5 minutes away from tip-off of the second half. We'll be back here on the Triton Sports Network. Back for the start of the second half. Same starting lineups that began the first half. For each side, Southwest looking to pull off the upset. They're down by 11 as we get things going for the second 18 minutes. Keenan Cruz, who had 5 first-half points, as well as some tough defense. A couple impressive blocks. Highroth takes it from him. Up ahead to Warden in transition. He finishes. So Warden's got his first 2. Here comes the ball pressure from Warden on the ground, battling for it with Stokes in a held ball. So some energy right away to begin things in the second half for the Tritons. That's what Coach Babinski was urging for near the end of that first half. Here's Sajinski. Over to Guyette, pops for 3. In and out, rebound taken by Gunter. Gordon putting some good ball pressure on Smith. Smith, catch and shoot. Missed it, rebound Highroth. Guyette drives through traffic, got it with the left hand. So he's the first one in double figures, he's got 11. Here comes some more half-court press. Up ahead in the corner to Gunter. Back to Smith. Sagging off of him, he fires a three and knocks it down. And a timeout taken immediately by Southwest, trying to break that press.
This will be a full timeout.
Tritons have gotten the lead up to 12. 6:27 left in regulation. Tritons by 12. We'll be right back. Back from timeout, only about a minute and a half into the second half before Southwest decided to talk things over. And coming with their own press look. Tritons looking to break it, and they do. They got a 3-on-2 now. If they hurry, they go into Raider. Takes a bump and finishes.
Andrew Raider.
So Raiders up to 8 points. Here comes some more pressure, tipped and stolen. Then Guyette gets knocked for a second by Warden, who goes inside. I'm not really sure that was a shot or pass. Raiders on the ground. Now there's a scrum for it. And a held ball. It'll be Trojan basketball. Smith and Warden, that's been the key matchup. Throws a high pass, Danforth saves it behind his back, but to the wrong team. Sajinski, good catch, takes on Cruz, couldn't get the layup to finish. Now Danforth rushing up the floor. Stokes to Smith. And he threw it behind Danforth, some miscommunication. And a quick substitution, Darren Dennis comes in. Highroth to Sajinski, and they go to Raider. Three bodies looking at him. Sajinski's floater, count it, and the foul. Chance for the three-point play that goes against Darren Dennis. That last foul did. Sajinski will have one free throw. And he knocks it down. That's his first 3 points of the evening. Leads up to 17. Danforth in a rush. Charges into Raider. That shot will not count. It'll stay on the floor. Goes against Raider.
Notre Dame foul number 32, Andrew Raider. His first, team's first.
First foul on Raider, first team foul in the second half. Pass inside, blocked. Gunter had it sent back the other direction. Warden fakes the three, drives it, and finishes. Danforth once again trying to beat that press, threw it away. Warden picks it up. That pressure starting to get to the Trojans. Guyette on the curl, steps through, couldn't finish. Danforth with the board. Danforth driving. In the lane, he got fouled. Goes against Highroth. That's his first.
Team second.
No one in foul trouble to speak of for Notre Dame quite yet. But Danforth will be at the free throw line once again.
Curtis Danforth on the line for Southwest, shooting 2.
63% free throw shooter on the season. He looks gassed. He's been the main ball handler dealing with this press.
Checking in for Notre Dame, number 4, Braden Davis.
He's getting a chance to finally catch his breath.
James Smith Jr. also for Notre Dame.
James Smith comes back in for the Trojans. Austin Hendricks and Braden Davis come in for the Tritons. Second one from Danforth, rims out. Here's Davis, over to Guyette. Pulls it up from the free throw line, that one's off. Rebound to Gunter. Danforth to Cruz. Smith driving, hop step, and he got it to drop. Timeout taken by Notre Dame. Another full timeout. I think both these teams used up all 30-second timeouts in the first half. 13:41 to go in regulation. 17-point Triton lead. Back from timeout, 42-25 is the score between the Trojans and the Tritons. It's an interesting game for Notre Dame. Talking with some of the players earlier today, asked about how they manage a doubleheader coming up like this. They got this game tonight. They got a Schwaben tomorrow as Warden was pushed. They said that they focused more in a Schwaben through the course of the week. Obviously played a game on Tuesday. But definitely playing two games like this can be tough because one of these can be considered a trap game. Maybe Coach Babinski trying to prevent that from being the case. He's got to like this ball movement to begin this possession so far. Warden catches, kicks it. Hendricks fakes, drives it. Highroth had it knocked away by Cruz. There's a drive inside and a foul from Guyette.
Notre Dame foul number 30, Adam Guyette. His first.
That's the first foul on Guyette, third team foul. First free throw. It's going to bounce in from Usain Turiari. Turiari, the 5'10 senior. Goes 1 for 2 on the free throws. Rebound tipped and taken by Warden. Cross court skip to Hendricks. A little bit of a zone look now from the Trojans. Back to Hendricks. Here's Warden on the baseline. Tough pass in the corner. And now Davis says, let's slow things up. Highroth catches, fires. A three is good. He's been knocking him down tonight. That's his third three-pointer. So Trojans break the press. In the corner they go to Cruz. A little get back, too strong. So we're now at the 12-minute mark in the second half. Guyette and Smith dancing on the block. Left-handed shot, short. Bounce pass inside, they go to Hermes. Kicks it back to Smith for three. In and out, rebound Guyette. Tritons looking to run. They got numbers if they hurry, and he threw it too far. Another turnover for the Tritons. Get it into Smith, facing two. Cross-court pass to Danforth. Now they go in the corner. That one was tipped, but they're going to call a travel first on Turiari. Tritons get it back. Guyette to Davis. Now Highroth fakes on a three, drives on Cruz. Back to Davis. Well, 17-foot jump shot is good. Pass up ahead, intercepted by Guyette. They got numbers if they hurry. Warden drops it off to Highroth, who had it swatted by Smith. Now it's on the ground, another held ball. It'll stay with Notre Dame, but good reaction time from James Smith. Some more substitutions. Drew Sajinski, A.J. Hendricks, and Andrew Rader return. Davis into Rader. Power dribble. Missed the shot. Rebound tip taken by Sajinski. They'll get another chance at it. Hendricks into Rader. Guy at the drive. Davis fakes over to Sajinski. Good ball movement on this possession. Sajinski, tough matchup with Cruz. Davis threw a bad pass, but it somehow got through. Guyette capitalizes with the three. So he's up to 14, right around his season average of 15 points. As Danforth, tough shot off the window. Sajinski over to Guyette. Sajinski off a curl, lost it out of bounds. It will stay with Notre Dame. So we're now at the 9.5-minute mark. Ethan LeCaptain and Austin Hendricks come in for the Tritons. Into LeCaptain. In the corner they go to Hendricks. And to get out of that corner, over to Sajinski. Hendricks fires a three. Got it again. A.J. Hendricks from downtown, his second three-pointer. Now he's checking Smith. Danforth picked up his dribble. Here's Stokes. Smith weaving his way through traffic, takes a bump and scores.
Basket by James Smith Jr.
Sajinski had it poked away by Cruz. Very close to a backcourt violation, but no whistle. Here's Hendricks in the corner. Sajinski thought about a three, fakes. Hendricks just knocked one down earlier, knocks another one down. A.J. Hendricks is coming out of his shell right before your very eyes. He's up to 12. That one's knocked away, nearly saved. Good defense from Hendricks. Danforth off a curl, high arcer, short. There's Austin Hendricks. He's left wide open for three. Rebound Smith. In the corner, they forgot about Gunter. Couldn't make him pay. Sajinski, some good ball pressure put on by Cruz, but a little too aggressively. So he picks up the foul. It'll be his first. It's the third team foul. Hendricks had it knocked away by Smith. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Cruz couldn't finish. Sajinski with the rebound. Under 7 minutes to go. 26-point advantage for the home team. Hendricks, he's feeling it. He's feeling it. That's his fifth three-pointer. He's up to 15. He's the game's high scorer. Smith trying to answer, left it short. Stokes, he'll try it. Danforth, a third chance on the offensive boards, and he gets it to go. Hendricks, heat check. Left it short. Here's Cruz, watched by Austin Hendricks. Over to Smith. Floater in the lane. Try to get his own board, but to no avail. Here comes Hendricks. Sajinski, he'll try a three. Got it. That's his second three-pointer. Danforth pulls up. Missed it. Rebound the captain on the weak side board. Sajinski. Nice bounce pass to Rader, who was fouled by Cruz, who saved a Showtime highlight. But Rader will get to the free throw line. So Rader will be at the free throw line. Missed the first one, rims out. Some substitutions for the Tritons. Derek Webster will come in for the Trojans. Mason Hermes and Caden Dimer come in. Stanley Smith will be potential replacement for the shooter if Raider makes this, which he does. So we can assume that Raiders' evening is finished. 5 on the floor, the captain, Stanley Smith, the 2 Hendricks, and Derek Webster. Here's Cruz. Danforth, pull-up jumper, missed it. Rebound to A.J. Hendricks. Here's Austin Hendricks working on Danforth, over to the captain, drives it baseline, had it knocked away. Here's Derek Webster now facing a double team. The captain tries a 3, air ball. Rebound Hermes. There's a foul underneath that will go against Derek Webster. As some more substitutions will come in at the 4.5-minute mark. Mitchell Martin and Dugan Webster will come in for the Hendricks brothers. And a career night for AJ at that, 5 3-pointers. He was the leading scorer with 15 points, a night he will remember for a while. Cruz steps back for 3. Offensive rebound off the leg of Dimer. And now Sebastian Simpson will come in for the captain. As Coach Babinski emptying the bench with just over 4 minutes to go. Smith. Here's Dugan Webster. Working on Hermes, goes between his legs. Up to his brother Derek, into Smith. Webster made him fall, fires a 3, left it short. Simpson offensive rebound, but into the waiting arms of Stokes. Here's a drive and a kick. Cruz in the corner, gets around Simpson with relative ease and finishes. Whistle for some substitutions. Devin Williams. Lucien Terriari. And number 30, Darren Dennis. Just under 3.5 to go. It's been all Tritons. A win tonight puts them at 8-12 on the season. 7-8 in the FRCC. They'll have swept the Trojans this year in dominating fashion both times. Webster throws up a wild shot, no good. And a rebound by Dimer, who was interfered with. Tritons won that first matchup 74-48. This one's going to be in the same ballpark by the time these final 3 minutes are set in stone. Drive from Dimer. Missed a layup. Rebound taken by Dugan Webster, who had it knocked away and picked up by the Trojans. Here's Cruz. Fakes on the 3, now drives. Kicks it back to Terriari. Cruz driving, nice kick in the corner. Terriari for 3, short. Offensive rebound again, but the floater won't go for Williams. Simpson into Webster. Fighting through the lane, and a blocking foul is going to be called against Dennis.
Southwest foul number 30, Derek Dennis, his second, team's fifth.
That's the second on Dennis' fifth team foul. 2 minutes to go. Webster on the cut, finishes. Dugan Webster gets in the scores column on a nice inbounds play. Cruz through traffic, got hammered, and he got fouled.
Notre Dame foul number 23, Derek Webster, his second.
That foul goes against Derek Webster, his second. Keenan Cruz at the free throw line. Cruz, 56% on the free throw line this year. Knocks down the first. Thomas Babinski comes in for Stanley Smith. Second free throw from Cruz is perfect. Webster in the lane, push shot, missed it. That's going to be an offensive foul.
Player control foul number 5, Jimmy Webster Jr., his first. Team 7.
And now Smith comes back in for Martin. They're going to play a little rotation game, little musical chairs, it looks like. That's what Coach Babinski is smiling about with a minute and a half to go. Here's Cruz. Knocked away by Simpson. It'll stay with Southwest. Martin's going to come in for Webster, who will stay at the scorer's table. There's a drive and a kick. Churiari working on Webster. Good job moving his feet. Back to Cruz. Nice backup from Churiari, but the pass led him too far out of bounds.
Derek Webster.
Derek Webster's going to come in for Dugan. One minute to go. Tritons are having fun. Lead this one by 29. Martin to Babinski. Here's Simpson. Kicks it to Smith. Smith to Babinski. Had it knocked away out of bounds. Stays with the Tritons. Now Webster comes in for Simpson. Webster in the corner. Couple jab steps. Going to Smith. Here's Derek Webster. Splits through two. Missed it. Smith comes in for the offensive board. Keeps it alive and throws it nearly into the first row. Good hands from Coach Babinski down there on the sideline. Smith turns it over. 20 seconds.
Checking in for Notre Dame, number 33, Sebastian Simpson.
Cruz in no hurry as we're at the 10-second mark. Trojans still searching for their first conference win of the year. That three-pointer from Williams is good.
Three-point field goal, Devin Williams.
And that's going to be the final score, 65-39. The Tritons, in dominating fashion, beat Southwest for the second time in 6 days. They'll be right back here tomorrow against the Ashwaubenon Jaguars. That game around 8 o'clock scheduled time. We're not quite sure. With it being a doubleheader, the girls can sometimes go late. But we'll have it for you on the Triton Sports Network when that is all set. For Principal Andrea Hurton, for Associate Principal Greg Masaryk, for School President Dr. Tom Kiley, For our athletic director, Mr. Matthew Koenig, his assistant, Anthony Schumann, for our statistician, Mitchell